Yeah, you good? Awesome. How's the weather?
It was actually really warm today. I think it got to 85.
Oh, man.
In San Antonio.
Oh, man. Oh, darn. Don't tell me you didn't go on a river walk today.
No, I was out and about looking at houses.
Oh, good. You were doing the right thing.
Yes.
It wasn't one of those, hey, it's warm, let's take a golf day.
Oh, no. I actually like it when it's cooler. So whenever it's warm, I try to do the bare minimum outside.
Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. Chris Monroe, sir, how are you?
This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Monroe, and I'm right back at you with Rich Groves, Laurel Lennington, and Miss Ayla Melendez show.
That's right. It's everybody's show. This is the show for the people.
The people's champ. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Not much, buddy. Not bad. Not bad.
You trying to round out the year heavy or what? You gonna close about 7 deals before Christmas or what?
I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying. I just put an offer on a rental today, so hopefully I'll get that one. Should. We'll see. If sellers are in the right mind. We'll see.
I found a house today up in what area is it? I don't even know what area that is. Overland or something? Somewhere over 63114. Driving for dollars. Call the lady up. Say, yeah. It said Mildred something. I said, hey, Millie. She said, who? I said, oh, I was trying to see if you own the house here at whatever the address is. She's like, yeah. I said, yeah, you want to sell it? She's like, yeah. I said, oh, okay, well, because I see it was out of town, on the thing.
Sure.
So she was like in some place called Alton, Missouri. I don't even know if that's a real place. I mean, you heard of it?
Is it West Alton, maybe?
No, it said Alton, Missouri. I mean, it might be. It said Alton, Missouri, but it could be West Alton. I didn't think about that. But she said, yes, she wants to sell. And she's an elderly lady. She's not here in town. And she said, call her daughter. So I got to go through that song and dance and play with the daughter and stuff. And she said she don't know what she wants for the house, but she know they broke in and stole the copper. So she knows that.
Man.
Nice little brick house. So we might be able to work something out.
Nice, man. I hope you get that one. You
just never know, though. I mean, anything's possible. I mean, plus they're being a little elderly, because I was going to send her a contract right then and there. You know me, I don't wait.
No, not at all, man.
What are we waiting on, right?
Right. It's like, hey, check your email. I just sent you a DocuSign contract.
Right.
Like, what email?
But I don't think she does that stuff, because I asked her, do you take text messages on this number? She was like, no, but my daughter do. You can text her. And I didn't even ask her about the email, but I was ready to send a contract today. I ain't got to wait. I don't need to see inside the house. $5,000. Let's go.
Right. I'm just kidding. I was, little old lady probably isn't going to have email.
Yeah. Jeff Smith said he just closed one today on Facebook. Congratulations, Jeff.
Oh, on Facebook. Fantastic.
Locking down deals.
Heck yeah. I'd love to hear about that.
Nina said, hey, REI winners. And my coach Tawana says, oh my God, Rich Groves.
Tawana, why are you not on my channel? You're on my buddy Chris Monroe's channel, but not on mine. I used to work with Tawana. We were AT&T trainers back in the day, AT&T Wireless. She is amazing.
Yeah, she's watching on Periscope, my Periscope family.
Is she? On Periscope. Well, that's the reason, because I don't have Periscope, I don't think. If I do,
what are you waiting on?
I probably have it. I just haven't logged in it forever. It's one of those. Tawana. She is amazing. And if you want somebody that can teach you how to kill it with LinkedIn, she's amazing. She'll do it.
Yeah, she'll be killing it on LinkedIn. That's where I need to get my live stream up and popping, because they won't approve me.
She's like the LinkedIn professor. I mean, she's like the LinkedIn coach. She is like the real legit thing. Wow. She keeps hounding me saying I need to do it. I'm like, I know, and I do. But
okay, she say we go way back. That's what she say.
Heck yeah.
I wish she was like on the Zoom, because I have all these questions for her now. Like,
Tawana, come on in.
Can you, Tawana, can we get leads from LinkedIn?
Tawana,
yeah.
I know we can, but is there like a concerted effort push we could do? Like, I know you can get a lead from anywhere, TTP, talk to people, but how do I use LinkedIn to actually get seller leads? That's my question.
Yeah. And Tawana, if you would, text me your email address at 314-675-0044. So text me your email address real quick. I'm going to shoot you the Zoom link, and we'd love to have you jump on. If you got a second. If you don't, I get it.
Even got Yogi on here. Look at that.
Oh, Yogi.
Yogi's your buddy, eh?
Yeah. He lives in San Antonio down here with me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I did cheat again and put the link at wokerealestate.com if somebody else wanted to jump in while we're
There you
on.
go.
Just go in there and click it, and it'll make you register automatically, and you can come on in, and you'll be on the email list and everything, I believe. I hope it works like that. So what are y'all working on? Some good deals or what? You ready to close out the year strong?
Ooh, yeah, trying to. Got two solid leads I'm working on. I know we got some follow-up leads we're working on. There's it's good stuff. Some good stuff.
She said give her that number again. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, yeah. 314-675-0044. Or if you still have me saved in your phone from when we were trainers, that number hasn't changed either.
I'm gonna cheat and place it in the chat. No, I'm not gonna put it in there.
Nice.
Hey, while you guys are doing that, I'll be jumping off in a few minutes to get on my 7 p.m. coaching call. So
What? You
if
be
you
getting
see me drop
coached?
off, it's all good. I'll see you next time.
You be getting coached, Laura? What are you learning over there? Teach us some of that
Man.
stuff.
It's deep, Chris. It's not. It is business coaching, but it's not. It's so much more. It's like, how do I improve myself, and then my business improves.
Can you give us one nugget though? Just one nugget from the last week.
I got it. Like I'm just remembering what we did. No, I mean, I'm telling you, it's deep. It happens on for me. It happens on like an energetic level. Like I kind of process it all on there. So my coach is a master trainer for NLP, neuro linguistics
Programming. Yeah, that's how you be doing these closings, huh?
Well, so anyway, like the way she coaches her clients, she just gets in your head in this really amazing way and shifts your brain around. So when you come out of the session, what you talked about, you're like completely changed view on things, right? And then it just lets you show up more for me, more confident. She helps me get my head and my perspective around when something's not working well in my business. It's not like a finger pointing blame thing. It's just like how do we reshape this perspective and turn this thing around? And it's all like mental and energetic. And then she gives me nuggets. My very first week ever working with her, I'll never forget it. She gave me one piece of advice. She never told me what I had to do. She just said, this is what I suggest. And she helped me figure out the numbers. And she's like, you need to go renegotiate how you work with person X over here to get paid more because you feel like it's unfair and blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, I'll see what I was like. Oh, I'll see.
What, renegotiating with the end buyer or renegotiating with who?
It happened to be someone I do deals with.
Or the buyer or a wholesaler?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so anyway, it's kind of like, I did it. And the money I got based on the deals that were in escrow went up, and I paid for 65% of her coaching fee on week 1.
Oh, wow.
That was amazing. I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
Because she's not cheap, right? And I was like, I was sold. I'm like, I will always have a coach. You know, I may outgrow my coach here and there. I know people usually do, but
you better have a coach. How you gonna get better? Michael Jordan had a coach, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Kobe Bryant had a coach, right? LeBron James had a coach.
What I'm thinking about for 2021 is a real estate specific coach, and I don't know if I would switch or add to, because I really like what I do with this lady that I'm working with. It just transcends, business. She helps me on such a personal level as well. But I'm like, man, I'd really like to give myself a guru, to beat me up a little bit and hold me accountable a little more, and give me some of these numbers coming in, these 5-figure deals.
They're out here, people doing them. I have to look back at myself too. Like, why am I taking this little baby deal when I can go get some of these big ones, big juicy ones?
Yeah,
juicy
I'm
deals.
working these 4-figure deals, and I'm like, even real estate agent commissions. I'm like, God, man, I know if I put these hours into just finding 5-figure deals, I'll find them. And not that I never do, but I mean, I'll find more.
Because you have the skill already. You don't realize you have the skill and the talent already within you. You just haven't put yourself in a position yet.
That's it. That's it. And I keep letting my time go to, but see, you know, these other deals pay the bills, right? I mean, I still have 5-figure months all the time, but I'm like, I'd rather have 5-figure months doing 1 or 2 deals than doing 6.
7. Yeah. It's a lot of work to do all that transaction.
Or 3 or
coordinating.
5, whatever it is. Even if it's 3 or 4, it feels like a lot. So
It is a lot of work. What's going on down in Texas, Ayla? Anything good or anything you've seen recently that's interesting?
Well, I usually acquire directly for an end buyer, but we have a lot of inventory to where our contractors have been fixing up a lot of our homes. So I sold one on Monday to like a rent to own buyer, and I'll be marketing 2 more this week to look for a rent to own buyer as well. And then we're going to be evicting a lot of people in January for not paying. So that's going to bring our inventory up more with our rent to own properties. So we're trying to work on kind of dispoing them right now and then start acquiring more in January.
Wow. Because, you know, a lot of people actually say, oh, it's hard to get a rent to own person. Is that true?
No, for the fact that we accept bad credit, no credit, even if you don't have a social security number, that's fine too, because we take like the I-10 number or whatever. So it's usually like a lot of handy people that come from Mexico because we're right in San Antonio. So a lot of people come from Mexico and they don't have credit, they don't have a social. So those are usually like the best people that we get into our rent to own houses.
Exactly. People ask me all the time, how do you sell those rent to own? I'm like, they're beating my door down to take these houses off my hands. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Question is, can they drop a real down
money
payment?
Saved, and they're like, oh, well, I want the house, and you know, they're going to take care of it during the rental period, and then they'll requalify to see if they can get the deed into their name. So as long as they take care of it as a rental, you know, that lets you know how serious they are.
Don't call me.
With the down
What'd you say? Don't call me.
Right.
Treat me like Bank of America. Make sure my money come in.
Yeah. Buy it as is. Be handy. Walk it. Look at it. If it looks like it's something you can't even handle, don't even try to make the commitment.
Don't even fake it. Yeah, I tell them I don't fix on houses. I let them know up front. I do not fix houses. Do not call me about nothing. Check it out. Make sure it's something you can handle. If you can't handle it, don't do it.
But a lot of them are handy, luckily.
True.
I just sold it to a lady. Her husband's actually a contractor. I was like, that's perfect. They're trying to build like an addition to the house. And I was like, yeah, you can build that addition when it's in your name. Like, don't try to change the house yet.
Tear your house up.
Demetrius is here, and my good old friend Tawana Ross is on the call. What's going on, Tawana? How are you?
I can't believe it. I clicked. I saw Chris was on, so I jump on. I see Chris is on live. I'm like, holy shit, man, that's
This is famous.
You say that's Rich Groves over there. Is that real? That is him.
Yeah, that's Rich Groves. I was like, oh man, small world.
Wait a minute, the real Rich Groves. The real Rich Groves.
That's right.
I'll
even stand up.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Tawana. It's good to see you.
Oh man,
as soon as I told everybody you are the queen bee of LinkedIn and a lot of other stuff, they're like, wait, we gotta get her in. We gotta get her in.
On the fly.
Yeah, that's my jam. You know, that's actually how I got to this point. You know, I wasn't thinking about owning a business at all, and it's been 6 years now, and man, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I use LinkedIn as a way, just a piece of the format that I use to teach people who mostly are entrepreneurs that want to go to the next level and actually become influencers, but have no brand. They have no personal brand. Right. And LinkedIn is a big part of that. It's now a massive branding tool.
So Tawana, would you say that's important though for a person that's getting entrepreneurship to have their personal brand strong?
Oh, it's mandatory. It's mandatory because you look at it like this. If you don't have a personal brand, that means you can't communicate what it is you do, who you do it for, why we should even care. And if you want us to buy from you, you want us to do business with you, if that's not established, you haven't invested in yourself to do that for your business, then we shouldn't invest in you.
Drops the mic on them.
Right? Right. So I probably should have prefaced that by stating that the name of my business is actually Get Over Yourself. So it's very safe over here. right? You know, so we don't do filters over here. This is not a child-friendly zone right here. Okay.
We grown and sexy.
I
That's
love
right.
this woman. I love it.
She is
We are
awesome.
grown.
I want to be selfish for 10 seconds though before y'all all get to asking questions. I want to know, how do I get my live stream on LinkedIn? They have denied me 2 or 3 times. I'm almost tired of trying. Why can't I go live?
Well, one reason is because the line for people wanting to go live on LinkedIn is hella long. It's really, really long. And it's like a small team of people who are actually doing the approvals by literally checking out your whole LinkedIn footprint. So depending on your LinkedIn footprint, you might have been further along in the line, but based on your footprint, you might have dropped to the bottom of the line, but still in line. So I tell people, keep applying, because everybody will get access at some point. Like, just keep applying.
Because I feel like that's kind of hurting them, right? I mean, because everybody's doing live and stuff now. They have the feature. I would think as a business decision, maybe we should ramp it up a little bit. Maybe not crazy, but a little bit to where we can get some.
But for them, it's creating huge FOMO, fear of missing out, because it's like it's a few people that have it. It's a few influencers that have it. So it creates this buzz for people. It's like for real buzz. It's brought a lot of people to their platform that weren't paying LinkedIn attention before. So it's actually good business for them.
Yeah, that's why I want to get my live stream popping on there.
Hey, I got to jump off. Tawana, I reached out to you on LinkedIn just now. So
I'll
looking
take
forward
a
to
look.
following you and maybe
Nice to meet you.
connecting. So. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night, okay?
Take care, Laura.
All right.
Thanks for joining.
What about Mr. Demetrius down here making all them deals wherever he from?
Yes, sir. Where are you from, Demetrius?
Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Nice.
NC in the house?
Fort Bragg area.
Okay.
I've been following Mr. Stay Woke for a while. So, but been in and out the country. So now I'm a contractor, and I wanted to dive into a lot of where places I've been at. So now it's time to land. It's time to land, and I watch the energy in the shows. So I've been told by my CPA to like pump brakes, learn the taxes, learn the suing nation. This is the suing nation, the contract, learning. I have to pump brakes. That's what I got, because the energy is real. I get ahead of myself, but then I have to step back because the market is so down here. Nobody wants to touch 150 or less. They want to do the next, because the base is growing so big and so broad. The 150 or less, nobody cares about.
Why is that?
They want to do. It's the biggest base on the East Coast, Fort Bragg, 82nd Airborne. It's just new developing. It's a dog-eat-dog world here, but it's a player's market, because every 5 or 4 years somebody has to leave.
That sounds like a perfect market for lease options, wraparound mortgages, and things like that. Perfect.
Right. So I've been following it. It's just the point with me is I block out. Okay, now they say no money down. Now who's gonna do the work? Like, I need somebody's license. But when you say is many more things to do, I was like, oh, okay. When I followed you, I said, wait a minute, why am I wrapping myself about one thing when it's multiple streams of income? So now
how many houses I fixed on, right? Though
you just can't box.
Demetrius, you do know how many houses I fixed on, though, right?
Right. I don't know the numbers. 0.
So that's why I say don't even let that worry you. You know what I mean? Just being honest. Don't let that stop you to say, right. Oh, well, I don't know how I'm gonna get the work done, or I don't know. That stuff. I don't even close on a deal till somebody's locked in and you're ready to go move into a property if I can help it. Another double close, if you want to call it that, or double escrow, if it's possible.
Yep, absolutely.
So it's possible.
Absolutely. So, Demetrius, what are you? So you said you'd like to get business in these other markets you've been in. So you want to do some virtual real estate investing, or are you physically going to these other markets?
Hawaii, I've been there. Louisiana, Georgia definitely. I don't know if I can go overseas, but contacts are there. It's just it's mind boggling when I have my vision board. I like, oh God. And my CPA was like, she wasn't nervous. She just was like, do you sleep? I'm like, yeah, I sleep, but um my dreams would be if you get into my brain, it's like I get into the world like, yeah, it sounds arrogant, it sounds, but it's the kids route to where I can just employ them to say, hey, this is this.
No, man.
You can be on this side of the world and I can take that.
Arrogance is having those lofty goals, but being too lazy to chase them or go after them.
Mm.
That's arrogance.
Mm.
Yep.
So as long as you're working hard, you got those lofty goals, man. That's not arrogance. That's hard work.
You know how it is. It's because of my generation that they post the Bugattis and they post the 8-bedroom houses, but nobody tells you to work. And,
Right.
And until you become your own boss, they don't show you. Listen, it's a lot of failed nights. It's a lot of I got to do a 9 to 5 and do this, which means you losing a lot of weight and you ain't sleeping.
Right. You're right.
Because this is your baby. Because I want generation room. Like I talked to a minute, it's a lot of e-commerce business. And to tell you the truth, I've been across even I just want to know it was a cheaper way to learn private business without paying thousands of dollars.
Mhm.
Kasaki coming to town, he wants $800 a pop. It's a Tony come to town, he wants $1,200 a pop. So I said, okay, let me learn some of this e-commerce businesses, not to say the products or whatever they're selling, but they're teaching you how to do taxes. I never understood taxes, but when it comes to your EIN side, wait a minute, you mean to tell me this is that? Yes, it is. So I took that approach. I said, you know what? Let me pump brakes once again, and say take my so-called debt and pay myself retirement, put a little in taxes, and enjoy life. Let me put this stuff in a separate category, and then enjoy kids, enjoy life. So
Living the American dream, huh?
there you go. I mean, they were laughing at me when I'd be out the spa, back in the day, and they were like, "What you do?" I said, "Well, I saw Diddy one time have a conference call, one hand, his hands getting done here and feet soaked, and he's closing deals, and he's, what I mean, it just was like, wait a minute, I might as well enjoy that right there. Why not?"
Right. And real estate's perfect because Chris is a testament. And I know Miss Melendez is too. You can do businesses virtually. You can do close deals virtually and do business virtually in real estate all day long.
That's right.
So good for you, man. Good for you. It's good to hear. Good to hear you're going after it.
Go after those dreams. Ain't that right, Tawana? My coach, Tawana, said, go after my dreams.
All day. And of course, it's supposed to be hard, if it weren't, everybody would be doing it, so don't let that stop you. I'm glad you are pushing through it all. If anything, we have to remember not to compare where we are with what we see other people doing, right? We don't know their story. We don't know their journey. They could have started at a completely different point. It's not fair to you to judge who you are based off of what you see somebody else doing. Just know you're on the right path at all times. You have everything you need, and it's a matter of putting in the work like you're doing, and you will manifest exactly what you ask for, which is most likely something different than what you see somebody else doing. So, be kind to yourself in all this.
So true. So true. It's okay to afford yourself a little grace. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. We have to.
Yeah.
We have to. The whole reason that I named my business Get Over Yourself is because we actually believe the bullshit we tell ourselves. And most of the stuff we tell ourselves is not kind to us. It's a false narrative. And if you get in the habit of telling yourself something different, and honoring the work you've already put in, honor the things you've learned so far, honor all of the circumstances you've made it through. Man, that makes you, that allows you to be just in a space of gratitude. And when you're in that space, you're aligning with everything that you asked for, so be kind to you in all this.
That's powerful. That is powerful.
That's
Sure
right.
is.
That's how you got to do it. Only thing gonna stop you is you,
Is you. That's right.
and
That's
don't
right.
allow it.
That's right.
That's
So
good.
I didn't actually charge up my laptop when I sat
Oh.
down. So I'm actually gonna say goodnight to you all.
Okay.
But man, I am so glad I caught you. It was really good to see you,
Me
Chris,
too.
and you, Rich.
Absolutely.
I'm quite dumbfounded at how small the world is, but it's good to see both of you and keep pushing. You know,
Yeah.
it's a reason we're here, and it's a reason we got to keep going. You know,
Right.
there are people
Right.
waiting on us. So peace out, y'all. See you on LinkedIn.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Take care.
Get
Thanks, Tawana.
LinkedIn.
Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate
That's
you.
right.
Thank you.
Get LinkedIn on LinkedIn.
That's right. She is awesome. She, like I said, she and I go way back. We both became trainers at AT&T Wireless in 1999.
Wow.
Yeah, 20 years ago, right? I guess about 21.
You know where I was at then?
Where were you? Were you serving?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
But I was
No?
in school still.
Were you really?
I was in
Man,
school.
man,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
Demetrius, were you even
I'm
born
82. 82.
then? You were born
Yeah, I'm
in 82?
82.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so,
10 years
you know.
younger than you then. All right.
He was in 10th grade.
Wow.
12th grade.
Yeah,
He was in
I'm,
12th grade. No,
Man.
10th grade. 10th grade.
Now, we know.
No. Oh no. I was elementary. Mm-mm. I graduated 2001.
Right.
Oh, did you?
So-
Okay.
So
that's
99.
everything.
16. You're in high school.
Yeah, so 99, you was in 10th grade. Right? See, I had it right. You try to trick me.
Yeah.
It's that new math.
Yeah, right.
Only reason I know because I graduated in 2000, so I knew you was only a year off one way.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
A's over there going, wait, you guys graduated in the in 2000.
And
She's like in the teens probably.
No, I graduated 09.
Did you really?
Oh my
I'm there.
God.
Almost there.
say
I'm
you was
still
in the
O.
vicinity.
Right. True.
Say school was much better by then, I hope.
Lunches was excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Back in my day.
I didn't even like high school, really.
No?
No.
Nobody did.
I
They're
didn't
teaching you
learn
stuff that
anything
ain't even
about
helping.
it.
What do you remember from high school that's helping you in life right now?
Nothing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm
Didn't
waiting.
learn how to do my taxes. Didn't learn about credit. Didn't learn about invest. I didn't learn about it. Anything that can help me in life.
I did not learn. You know, been cool. Would have been really cool is if, like in high school, that you'd had one of those electives. Would have been like, I'm just pulling out Carlton Sheets 101. You know, just at least to learn there is another way to buy a house than just go to the bank and have your 20% and whatever. You know.
Yeah, I just talked to somebody earlier. They were like, wow, you can buy a house without having to qualify and do all of that. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of ways to buy a property.
Oh, well, I learned Spanish and sign language, but I forgot a lot of it. So
Yeah, I would
I
love
learned
to
drafting.
Okay.
We had the best drafting teacher, and to the point where it got to the deeper math, and I said, oh boy. So
Time to go.
it spurred me. So I was like, let me do biology. And then I got to the part where chemistry, like my brother was beating me, the patriot said, know your formulas. And then it got to the point where the formulas got it. I was like, ooh. So you know, did it teach us? Only thing my parents told me how to do is pay yourself. It was like pay yourself.
Only thing I can say I learned is I know I ain't want to work no job. That's all I know for sure. I did not want to work a job. Knew that from probably age 8 years old. That's the only thing I was saying. That wasn't learned in school. They were just knowing that I didn't like it. It didn't feel right, you know? You're like, you got to go work 2 and 3 jobs and be gone all day and gone. And you still can't even enjoy it. Like, I don't know. It don't seem fun.
Right.
But
I'm just trying to teach my kids trading skills and learn, and they want to do this on YouTube. I say, well, you don't see before the YouTube button get clicked on what the work is, and now they pause like, oh, wait a minute.
How old are they?
Yes, they're 9 through 12.
Okay, so they're at the right age where they can receive some information.
Oh yeah, then they get it. I said, what happens if there's no internet and you ain't got no VPN? They was like, oh, they understand what VPN is. They were like, wait a minute. I said, yeah, your sponsors paid you all this money to show this show, and there ain't no internet. They want results. What do?
You build a new
Yeah,
internet.
boom. Yeah. Learn your own internet. Bypass the VPN. It was like, so that's why you're going to need an IT. I said, okay. So
Maybe.
we're pushing.
So wait a minute, you raising up some hackers over there?
You need to think.
You raising some hackers?
Well, I thought, now watch this. Watch this, stay woke. We at Walmart. We at the line. There's seven places to ring yourself up. There's only one employee. I said, did you understand if this breaks down, does you think that employee fixes it? They was like, nah, I don't think so. I said, you want to be the person fixing the cashier. You want to be the person they have to call for $45 an hour to fix that. Because they're gonna get rid of your jobs are gonna be more technical. It's not gonna be too many, and that person's $10.50 an hour.
You sure right, but I'm gonna take it even a step deeper. I want to be the one that own that dang on software that runs the operating system to make sure that it keeps going, and then I make all the money.
Yep.
I'm taking it too deep. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to do that.
That's stay woke.
That's my entrepreneurship mindset. I just be thinking, how could I monetize something? How can I monetize it and remove me out of the equation?
Correct. And be at home with a laptop or be on the beach.
On the beach sipping a pina colada.
Sounds good to me. Sounds real good to me. Man, oh man.
Because you saw that post I put up the other day with that robot riding around riding around in the schnooks. I said, oh my God. I was walking by. I said, is that a robot? That thing was walking by talking about, it's doing inventory. I said, oh, hell no, I got to get this on video. Is this real? It's doing real inventory. The stuff that people used to do overnight where they used to have people,
Yeah. I wonder if it has like little arms that'll go up to the shelf and pull all the good cans up to the front.
Well, that one was doing more inventory. It wasn't actually physically putting anything, but it ain't nothing but another piece of software app, to add that to it.
True. A coworker of mine lives in LA, and he saw. I don't know if you guys saw that they have I don't know who does. I don't know if it's Amazon. Surely it's not Amazon, but it's like Grubhub or somebody has these. I don't know. Somebody's got delivery robots that are like drive up and down the sidewalk. They got these flashing lights that flash around them. And like he watched one go up to the store. The lady came out of the store, lifted up the lid, put something in the robot, put it down, and the robot starts driving down the sidewalk to wherever it's got to deliver it.
Yeah, the technology is here. A lot of people don't know the technology is already here. Amazon already been trying to do the flying thing, do your delivery, but the FAA won't approve it. The technology here, the laws aren't here to facilitate that type of stuff yet.
True.
So don't think this AI isn't real. Matter of fact, they got a couple of things overseas that's been living for years. I'm talking about autonomous, meaning it thinks for itself.
Wow.
That's spooky, but it's out here.
That is crazy. Gee, many Christmas.
And the technology is only going to get better.
No shortage. And I teach about you see the change. I said when that euro came, they introduced it in the machines. Let me wave my Easy Pass. Because they think, oh yeah, load me a card. Trust me, Christmas is easy these days. Just load them a card, and they just all my kids move out the screen, and they just leave. All right, love you, gone. Love you, gone. But I said, think about it. Now this is a real adult moment. You spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It says pending in your account. Come Monday, you have a different story when it hits. Now this is where the adult shit. But she said, what do you mean it hits? Oh, your negative balance. They're showing them. And they was like, what? So I had to show them. I say, let's do this on Saturday and Sunday. You see how it says pending? It don't show the main balance. Watch Monday. It can't work. She was like, oh, you lost $150. Yes.
Right.
Teachable moment.
Yeah.
That swiping, you get, listen, I get them load a card, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's that teachable moment of pending is
Yeah. Yep, you're right. It is. That's a great idea.
So where do you see the technology going into 2021 in regards to real estate?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. Well, like I said, my market is wide open. I'm learning. I'm watching do of watching y'all. I was like, yes, I need a mentor. My easel board would get erased, scratched. I don't care if you read it all up. It don't matter to me because I'm open-minded, but I have a mindset of I know 12 people can rent from me off rip, but I also want to buy a property or do something else. I know there's buildings out here nobody wants. And if they just don't want it, well, I want it. Let's do multiple things in there. I have good ideas. I have security. I do security on the base. So it's a free market and it's a free world. But once again, I want to be cautious when it comes back to me being the father, the head of the household. When it comes to taxes, I don't want to panic.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know what I mean? So I'm cautious of a lot of these so-called gurus. But this is a good environment because at least you're honest. Like Tony was on there. She's honest.
Yep.
And that honesty will humble you way down.
Real quick.
Don't get big as you can because guess what? In North Carolina, you don't pay your taxes right. They will slam you to the gavel.
Well,
They
taxes
will slam
are
you
your
to the
largest
gavel.
expense, but I mean, there's ways around all of this stuff, man. These people been doing this stuff for
Oh, I
years.
know
Ain't
that.
nothing new under the sun. There's
I know.
always a hack. There's always
Right.
a loophole that they pull a stunt.
All right.
You can be like Donald Trump and don't pay no
I've listened
tax.
Oh, he said 750. 50% of that was right. He said, I think it was what did he say? He said that's a filing fee. Truth be known, that is correct.
That was a
50%
filing
of
fee.
That's correct. That's
So he didn't pay no
He
tax.
makes millions. No, because he knows if I shell it on my golf course or I shell it overseas or I understand and I read a lot of the books to where technically 50% that's true. But am I going to show you? No, you got to go to court for that.
Yep.
So I like I said, I'm a realist, and everything in the world is not racist. He just know the law.
And he's not the only one that does it. Robert Kiyosaki,
No.
he don't pay no tax. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and a lot of other people do not pay taxes. And the rich don't work for money. So stop working so hard for money. Just my message for today.
Right. Thank you.
Right.
Boom. We can get off the
Absolutely.
message board
Hey.
now.
Hey, Chris, I got a question here on the Facebook group. How does the least option to buy a real estate property work, and what is the average interest rate right now? Could you address that one?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
a high level.
It's not really. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. When you're talking about a lease with an option to buy, there is no interest rate because you didn't sell them the property. It's a lease with an option, just like a regular old tenant paying $1,200 a month, and they have an option to buy it. What was the other part of that question?
Yeah, it was. How does it actually work?
So basically, somebody decides that maybe they can't qualify right now. Maybe they're a couple of points short, like I am. I'm 12 points shy of qualifying for my VA loan. Just found out yesterday. So they say, yeah, basically, if you can't qualify now, you need time, and you can move into a house, and you do have liquid capital, cash right now. Say you put $5,000, $10,000 down, move into that property. You stay in it, say 2-3 months go by, and you decide to activate that option. You go ahead and get your loan. They pay that option off, and then you have your mortgage over your 30-year term or whatever you set up with your bank. So it just gives you time. It gets you to get into a house that you normally couldn't qualify for, but you had some type of a down payment to move into that property. Would you like to elaborate on that, any, Ayla?
Well, usually with our properties, we allow them to rent for at least 12 months because that puts us in a lower tax bracket. Because anything before 12 months, it kind of puts you up there with like a flipper. So we allow them to rent for 12 months, and then we qualify to see if they can apply to get it into their name. So, but we do literally minimum 12 months with the interest rate of 12%, I believe. But literally, it's a down payment. It's the commitment with it because you're still taking a risk having someone rent for a long time. So you want to get somebody that you trust, even if they change their mind at the end. You want to get somebody that you trust. So you pretty much find someone that you initially meet, and you'll know their commitment like off top from what they tell you, their history, being up front, because you have to do a background check too. So anybody that can honestly tell you anything that you already know you can find out, that's somebody that you can initially trust to put in your house to rent. So
Right.
huge. You have to trust somebody.
Right.
You
So
don't-
down there in Texas, they're doing like more so seller financing, right? So that's why there's an interest rate and things like that. So I don't want to get anybody confused. I'm talking about a lease
yeah.
option. She's talking about a seller finance type deal where they create a brand new note, just like they become the bank, and they put that person in there. They put some type of a down payment, and they get an interest rate, and they get a term.
Yes.
Maybe 30 years, maybe 10 years, maybe whatever, with a balloon payment. And so it's just different instruments to do these type of creative deals.
I don't think we have lease option. What you do in Missouri, I don't think we can do that in Texas.
They have them there, but they have a lot of stipulations, and it's really not worth it. You might as well do it the way they're doing it as a seller finance, because it's so tricky and it's not worth the energy, and you can only do it for like 6 months. So that 12-month thing, like you were just talking about, it wouldn't really help you to have a lease option because you didn't avoid the capital gains of not having a property for over a year. So it's just better to do it in that seller financing way there as far as Texas is concerned. And I do them the same. I mean, I don't have any that way. All of mine's are lease options. I prefer to do that way so I can just evict a person if they don't act right, as we're working the eviction right now.
We have a lot of evictions coming up in January?
No, just one
Huh.
for right now. I mean, we got another person that's late, but he's been trickling in money here and there, so I work with him. But there's other people, you got to go. See you when I see you.
You're right.
You don't pay, you can't stay.
Yeah, they ain't paid in months. I'm like, dude, you can't just live up in somebody's house. I mean, I understand the COVID-19 happened and maybe lost our job or stuff going on, but just to not pay and just live off up in somebody's house, what do you think you're gonna do? Live forever for free?
Yep.
And there's people out here protesting cancel rent. What do you think about the cancel rent crowd, Rich Groves?
Holy cow! I don't even know where that mindset comes from. I mean, come on. I mean, we're just gonna give houses away now, I guess, and give a place to live. I just don't get it. I'm not saying you got to rip somebody off. I'm not saying charge somebody $1,200 for an $800 house, a month house. But good grief, to think you can expect to live somewhere without having to pay for it? Come on.
Just live for free. Is the eviction rate kind of high down there in Texas, or has it not been too bad, Ayla?
I feel like it's very high because even we don't even buy when the tenant is in the house because it's too difficult and too backed up to try and evict them. Like people are literally taking advantage of not having to pay. And that's really rude and disrespectful to the person that put the time and the money into the house. Like I understand you're going through something, but a lot of investors, they buy these homes so they don't have to work. So they depend on that income. So it's like you're in a bad situation, taking advantage of it, and you're taking advantage of someone that helped you out.
Wow.
Yep.
What about up in North Carolina? What have you been seeing up there?
The governor ain't having it. Myers, a military area. I heard a lot of evictions, but they, each state is allowing the mayor or the funds to come available for people for, let's say, electricity bill. They're giving them that. Unemployment's been kicking, but I don't know. I've been seeing this. They're protesting that they shouldn't pay rent when. Where do you live for free? I don't. I didn't grow up with that. I don't. I don't know. It's six place trophy people. I don't know. I'm getting where everybody's adult and I did security and I can do what I want to do because I'm an adult.
Right.
And there's never been a wisdom like, no, we can all live and believe what we want to believe, which I believe. But at a certain point, we got to do in the Caesar. We have to, hey, there's some standard. I believe in standard. Other than that, you live what you want to do. If you feel like you want to live in the woods and you want to dig a hole and do what you need to do and cover it up and grow your own natural food, hey, I will grow my own natural food one day. But listen, it's different standard like Iowa or Alaska. And I think that's the mentality that I deal with at work. It's multicultural people. Alaska ain't Florida. Texas is not Maine. So what you can get away in Texas, you sure can't get away in Jersey.
Wow.
So, all my friends like that. That's unheard of. Because rent's $1,200, $1,700. So go ahead and go tell that governor of Jersey that let me live for free for $1,700. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work.
It's gonna happen.
That ain't
So they ain't having it up there in North Kakalaki.
Oh, North Carolina. That the way the money's going up in Wilmington and Raleigh and Charlotte, no way.
You right up there near Max. They doing deals still, ain't they?
Yeah, they still doing this.
So
I just saw, and that's actually a great point or question you brought up, or thing you brought up. I just saw this morning. I actually had it on headline news for a second, and I stopped. I was scrolling through the channels and saw this big old number on the screen. I'm looking over at my TV as if it were still going to sit there, like I'm going to refer to it.
Hey, nobody knows but you.
So, right, I know. I just told you my secret. What is he looking at? The blank TV screen. But it popped up and it said the average renter is going to owe in January. Come January, is going to owe $5,300 in
That's
rent
all?
and utilities. I know, right? So the average. So that's considering the people who are caught up versus and combining the people who are behind. So you're averaging all renters across the country, and it's going to average about $5,300.
wow.
Can you imagine that January 1st, all of a sudden you got a bill for $300?
Well, they're going to extend it. I don't think they're going to let that stuff just crash like that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Now, how long can they do that?
Right.
Until their refund check comes, and then
that's true.
We just going to dock your check.
More TVs and more J's.
Right.
And more cars. Pay the car off you had and get another car. I run into people like that, and I'm like, well, you just brought another car payment for 60, 72 months. So, like I said, the 6-place trophies. Let's coddle. Let's say I'm American and I can do what I want to do, and you got to buy by my rules, and because of my rules, the government can't tell me what to do. Fine, I get it. I've been in this world long enough, but
so you're proud to be an American.
But listen, there's people who have, I truly believe if you have no lineage, fine, talk the way you talk. But if you have somebody looking at you behind you, it's a different talk. Yep. That's not a dig on somebody who doesn't have lineage. Right. But I believe if you want to leave your nieces and nephews and you don't have child, then leave them something. You can talk your talk. But when you have people looking at you, or if I die today, here you go. Never work. And I think you should talk another talk. These people out here like they ain't got no lineage. We'll die today. But okay. You just live to live.
Well, you remember that they say 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Probably more now, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
My guy Jerry Pearson's on here. He said, Ayla and my bro Chris, Jerry Pearson.
Jerry. He always buys my meal preps when he drives into town.
You make the best meal preps, Ayla. Everybody know. Everybody hit up Ayla. She gonna be ready. When the next one? No, I don't know.
Don't advertise that.
I know. Please don't do that. They're gonna really be coming.
Amazon orders. She always Amazon orders.
That's hilarious.
He said, "Don't advertise it. We know you make the best." I'll be low key promoting it. Hey, go see Ayla. She's bomb down there.
I don't be having time to cook a whole bunch of meals all the time.
You make the best food.
Right.
Everybody got to eat, right?
Right. That's right.
So eat now or forever hold your peace. So yeah, that moratorium is going to be stopped, I guess, in January, but I don't think that it's really going to be released. They're probably going to extend it another 6 months. They're probably going to, maybe a year, if they don't get this virus under control. They said the people in the UK took the virus. The vaccine, right? I said the virus. The vaccine. Yeah, that is the virus, but they took the vaccine.
I was like, wait a minute, it's the virus.
It is the virus, but
it was a woman in at the famous London hospital. She took it. They
started today, today over there, which is probably yesterday.
Yeah, Pfizer. I kind of knew Pfizer, and it was another company that we was watching. And that was a live virus,
So are you going to take the vaccine?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I take the flu shot every year. I do, but I'm one of those. Let's wait and see what this is. I mean, you know, you hear a lot of stuff, but let's just wait and see.
I'm a
You gonna take
contractor
this
on base.
vaccine,
Right.
or you ain't getting on no plane, no train, ain't gonna leave your state, ain't going to work, ain't going to school, you ain't gonna learn that golden rule. You gonna take that shot.
Unless I can't go to a closing.
Yeah, if you can't go to a closing, man, hit me up, baby.
Can you give me 4 or 5? Come on.
Whack me up. Hook me up.
And Friday, our Governor Cooper has just put us on curfew, so we're going back to stage 1.
Oh, there you go. Ain't that gonna be fun?
Whole state of North Carolina is going on Friday. Was it 10 o'clock at night to 5 in the morning? So third shift. But see, my contracting company on base gave us a letter, so we get pulled. You're supposed to be good. That doesn't affect me, gas, food, but the people just go out and do what they want to do. So, and that's what I said. The people who are adults, be adults. But there's people I can roam, and we don't get into nothing so politicky like. But
Right.
I like to be, respect the other man and the woman who works for theirs.
Yep.
That's all I was raised. Respect the other person, the next door neighbor. Respect your, you're in respect. That's all.
Wait a minute. So you saying put some respect on my name?
I respect my neighbor. I respect, I don't have to like your politic views, but I can still respect your putting food on that table and paying your bills. I mean,
Right.
I know that's right.
That's
You
all.
got another North Carolinian in here. You got Miss Ursula Williams says, hello, everyone from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
That's where I'm at.
What? Look at that. You got some people up there like that. Look at that. They coming here deep. They seen you on the stream. They said, get on. That's our brother.
we about to do something magical out here, but very quiet, very detail oriented. I gotta just, pump brakes and do it while I do. But I watch you, watching. So
All right.
Definitely.
So now what we're gonna need from you all is New Year's resolutions.
Mm.
Rich Groves, you got yours ready?
Baby. Oh, baby.
So let me sit back.
Yeah. So let me tell you what I'm going to do and break within 3 weeks of the new year. No, I'm just kidding.
Break bread.
Here's my goal. No, New Year's resolution, I do want to focus on, making more of my weaknesses strengths, try to put some energy into those things that I don't know enough about, or, that I struggle with. And I do really want to do that. I know that's not a measurable goal really, but that's what I want to do is focus. And because a lot of times I'll just shy away those things that I'm, it's a weakness or something that's like, if I ignore it, maybe it'll go away. It's time to focus on it and work on it and make it a strength.
I know that's right. Time to man up. What about you, Miss Melendez down in San Antonio, Texas? What's your New Year's resolution for 2021?
I honestly don't like starting a new year and starting goals. I have specific monthly goals. I don't wait like a whole year to try it. I just don't do resolutions. It's
Nice.
Every month I have a specific goal that I try to do. So.
That's awesome.
I don't
Is
know.
it
It's something because
specific?
I don't, for you to wait a whole year and then try to have a New Year's resolution, how many people keep up with one goal for a whole year? I try to be more realistic. I'm not saying it in the sense of, it's just too big to accomplish, but I want to be realistic.
Yeah, I mean, you make something a habit, right? I mean, whatever it is that month, so you have a December goal, and as you're doing it, you make it a habit, and then it's easy to keep going.
Correct. To move higher and higher, not just wait a whole new year or try to obtain something for a whole year.
Right.
So I honestly I never do New Year's resolutions.
That's awesome.
New month resolutions.
That's right.
Month is the way to go. Month is the way to go.
Yeah.
At least it keeps me on task, and it keeps me from the businesses that I want over. It keeps me focused. So if I have to start it, I need to end it by the end of the month, and it rolls over to the next month. What did I learn? What did I gain? Stay woke. And read. I got
Oh,
several
have you
books I
read
do at
this
work.
book called The Richest Man Who Ever Lived? I don't know if
Yes,
you read that.
read it.
There's
King Solomon. Read
there's
it.
like a, what is it? It's a vision map that's in this book, and it's extremely detailed. It's like way better than a vision board. It's a vision map. So you can have a goal, and every single little micro goal that helps you get to that macro goal. It's like it's just extreme. It's literally like a roadmap how to get to a specific goal. So you have to pick like one category, then branch it off smaller and smaller and smaller. So it's more realistic to reach a goal versus just like if anybody was just like I want to hit 100,000 per month. They're like, okay, well, what does it take to hit 10,000? What does it take to 20,000? Like, this book breaks down a vision map very well, and it's like a website for it. You don't even have to buy the book. You can go into like a website for it and look at it. It's so helpful.
What was the name of it again, Ayla?
The Richest Man Who Ever Lived. Not the richest man in Babylon, but the richest man who ever lived. Sorry.
That's Mansa Musa.
It's
Who wrote
Stephen
it?
K. Scott.
Master Musa.
The richest man who ever lived.
Yeah.
Put it in my
Master Musa.
library. I'm building up a library. They say you can tell a lot about a person by checking out their library.
Right.
Oh man.
Right. All I've got is Mad magazines. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I don't even have one of those, man. That ain't mine.
Jeff Smith says he wants to increase his credit score and his network.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I saw Jeff tried getting on here earlier. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, he was on here. What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully
Jeff,
it-
what happened? Come on back. Even though we only got a little while longer, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on, Rich, but
Me either, buddy. I'm ready to go when you guys are. No.
they having too much fun on here talking about New Year resolution.
Come on, I got a Cowboys game to watch.
Oh my gosh.
Cowboys all day.
Yeah, Cowboys and Ravens.
Cowboy Nation
Are you a Cowboy fan, Demetrius?
all day.
Hey.
It's kind of easy to predict the wins with the Cowboys, so you can
Correct.
miss that a little bit.
Correct.
Ooh, this
Listen.
year's tough, man. Ooh.
I'm a fan, and I just do. It makes me focus on my business more.
Yep. Yeah.
You watching the game? No, I'm not. I'm not going to watch it.
I just lucked out. I tell you, the last few Sundays I've been like, cool, I can go get stuff done because I'm not watching this crap until they're ready to start playing football again. I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm glad their track record motivates you guys.
Yeah, it does.
I don't want to be like these guys. Let me go work and do something.
Man, I don't want to turn on TV looking for football and watch ballet. I mean, nothing against ballet, but that's not what I signed up for.
That's terrible. It's frustrating, but it's easy because I'm a fan. But I don't buy any merch.
Yeah.
I just listen. I'm not on payroll, so that's what I be telling people. They're like, "Oh, listen." I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm realistic.
Right.
I'm realistic. I'm trying to get a game check to be my check.
Right. That's so true, man.
Until I can get a game check, then I won't pay attention. I'm looking down now. It is 3 to 7. But listen,
what you really need is some of that LeBron James money, $42.5 million a year. $42.5 million a year. Yikes!
Did you see this check broke down? They broke down the second, minute, hour, day, month.
That's crazy.
It was
$85 million for 2 years. That's crazy.
He's trying to get that Warren Buffett money. That's what he said. He said,
So let me ask you this. Where do you think LeBron James does with all that money? Does he invest it or what?
Probably just buys a bunch of stuff. Joking.
I think he's setting up, to be honest with you, he's setting up to buy a team as soon as he retires.
Yeah.
He want to play with Bronny first. He want to play with his son.
Yeah. He said he's eventually, when it's all said and done, because the word is Russell Wilson is trying to buy a team, but let's be real, you got to be you got to be a billionaire. Yeah. So he's not a billionaire yet, but at the same time, there ain't nowhere to go.
I want to know why you want to buy a team when you can create a whole league. Wouldn't that be smarter? If I was a billionaire, just being honest, say I was a billionaire, billions of dollars. Why would I go buy a team when I can create a whole league?
That's like the baller daddy. Nobody, I applaud it besides his mouth. I applaud the baller daddy, but his son's never seen the vision. When he saw the little excerpts about his family, he said, listen, your kids about 6 generations don't never have to work. If this goes out right, all we need is 1 or 2 athletes to sign a deal. Why are you running to Nike? We make our own shoes. They never got it.
Nike is say just do it.
Father. Well, because Nike came along, you didn't know that. Nike came around and said, listen, but he said if Nike comes around by year 2, I'm off. They got to give me $1 billion. They got to give me
a billion,
but Nike never $1 billion.
Billions
because you know
and billions.
Jordan was getting played by Nike until he woke up and got the Jordan brand.
He sold his name though.
Stretched away. Nah, they make his shoes. He got the brand, so I think it's like a deal where he gets to keep that. But he was getting played for how many years until he finally realized, wait a minute, if I separate, that's just my thinking. Like the Suns didn't know what they had. Let's make our own shoe. Everybody was like, oh, it's ugly. I was like, I wouldn't care.
Most of the shoes that come out be ugly. If you want the real truth from me, them must be ugly. I'd be like, you paid what for them?
Yeah, I'm too old. Just give me the basic J's.
Especially a lot of the Adidas, and they're like $300.
It'd be like, that's stuff.
How is this fashion? They look like spaceships or something weird. It's like a weird shape.
No, too old for that.
I can't spend $300 on tennis shoes.
And I also Reebok pumps.
And I'm not oh wow. I ain't getting a team check. Like I'm not getting paid for this. Like
literally making rich people richer.
And crying about it.
Your kids. You're paying for their kids. That's what you're doing. When you buy LeBron's 150, his Olympics was 200, and they sold out. So
that's cheap.
Yeah, that's cheap.
And they don't even know this man. Probably never even went to an NBA game. Like, oh, let me.
Man.
At least let me go shake his hand or something, even though the COVID.
Like, there's no signature on these shoes. They don't even hold value once you take it out of the box.
If you're paying that much for a shoe, it better make you shoot like him.
Yeah, something. I gotta jump like him, shoot like him, dunk like him, all that.
We got to that.
Does it come with free tickets to a game? Like,
I want a season damn pass up front, about 5th row, with my mask on. Wait a minute, where my mask is?
Okay, they're not even $300.
Cool. So, any final words you want to drop on them, Demetrius, before we wrap this thing up for the evening?
Appreciate y'all giving me insight, and just keep pushing, man. I appreciate the words. I enjoyed your show. Can't wait to come back to get more. Next time, I'm definitely gonna have my notepad. I usually have a notepad in front of me, but I always watch the show. So anytime y'all talk, I have a pad in front of me. But cool. I appreciate it though.
Hey, when you're involved with when you're involved though, you get more out of it. You don't need to write stuff down, and then you can always watch the replay.
Right.
Yeah.
Write it down.
But I'm a writer.
Yeah.
Me too.
And it puts it ink. That's why my math never produced. I was like, I got it. No, I didn't. I gotta keep practicing.
Write it down. Yep, I get you. I get you.
But, it looks like if you're a millionaire, when you're a millionaire, and if you're giving me a millionaire to get quicker before my 40th birthday, why would I sit there and look at you? That's to me that's disrespect, because
that's true.
You went through the trenches to get there, and I'm not. That's just my father being in the military. Like, if you came in the room, I'm standing up. I'm just I'm shaking your hand. I'm like, hey, listen, my brand is just a baby brand, but I'm trying to get to your million. But being humble, if it was a woman, I care. Oh, hey, listen, you stand in the room, I'm standing up. So it looks that you're engaged, but at the same time, not disrespecting you. That he's gonna buy 2 Bentleys when he get done with it. No, I'm not. That's just my upbringing. So
that's a great outlook, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome outlook.
No, I know where you at. I mean, now I know who you are. I'm like, okay.
Right.
You know, I see the 1812 in the back. I see it. You know. I see I see the Louis in the back. I see the
Right.
Scotch. I see the Scotch bottle. You know.
Hey, how much are those bottles? Are they the prices of the shoes we were just talking about?
Well, you know, I mean,
Oh,
no, this one right here was homemade. I made that when my son was born 18 years ago on Friday.
Making moonshine over there, huh?
It was wine. It was wine. It was one of those wine kits, but I made it at home. I never popped it open, never tried it. It might taste like crap. I don't know. It might taste
Better make sure the cork is not deteriorated in there.
That's a good point.
my God.
That's a good
Don't
point.
kill yourself by your own poison.
No,
It might be like moonshine now.
Hey, it might be the best floor cleaner in the world. It might be crazy.
Floor cleaner. That's bad.
I made it, so it might be.
Don't drink it in 2020. Too much has been gone wrong. Drink it next year.
Right.
Hey, don't laugh. It might inject. It might cure.
It might be the cure right there, baby.
That's the damn cure, the Rona.
That's right.
That's anti-Rona.
That's anti-run. Just put it in
That's
your skin.
that
and rub it.
disinfectant we were hearing about.
I know that's right.
Oh,
What about you, Ayla? You got any closing statements you want to drop on the family? Something heavy?
Don't get analysis paralysis. The best knowledge is applied knowledge. You can't just sit there and try to learn 100 things at once without doing it. Learn a little, do a little. That's my problem, and I try not to learn everything about one thing. I learn a little and try to do a little, because I promise you, analysis paralysis is a real thing. It doesn't mean anything when you learn it and don't use it.
That's true facts.
That is heavy stuff.
See, I knew she was gonna drop something heavy. That's why I'll be like, "Come on, Ayla, just come on for 2 minutes. Just bless our presence on this thing."
That is good. That was awesome, because I actually just used that one on my son this week.
Learn a little.
I wrapped that up by saying, knowledge without action is useless. And he hates that. He hates it when I say it, but he knows I'm right.
I mean, think about it.
It's like wasting brain space. You're just learning it and not even doing it. So
Right.
Yeah, think about it. Some of the
you get
smartest
older, all
people
that
be
brain
broke.
Space is important. I write everything down. I don't even try to remember things. If I know to write it, I just keep track of where I wrote it. That's all I need to know.
That's true. That's true. He absolutely hates it.
That's right.
It's like, hey, you need to do this, this, and this, because it's his senior year and he's starting to apply for, he's applying for scholarships and stuff. I'm like, hey, you need to do this scholarship this weekend. Yeah, I know. That's great, but knowledge without action is worthless.
Yeah. I have a million notebooks. I write everything down, literally. I'm like obsessed with freaking office supplies. I
got mine right there. Heck yeah. Man, you got the whole set there, Demetrius.
Listen,
I write everything down.
Like I said, I don't want it to be disrespectful to, stay woke and you. I saw that, Goodyear Scotch in the back. I said, this man, listen, to be graced with your presence or anybody presence that makes over 100,000, I'm trying to get there, needs to be addressed and respected.
Sure.
It's all love and games, but at the same time, I'm trying to feed my generation. I ain't got time.
And everybody, I want folks, I know Chris does it all the time. I know Ed does it. And, I'm sure gonna get there because you got that mindset too, is just add value, right? Just provide value to people. And yeah, maybe they'll probably respect you more. But some people won't. They know, oh, look at this chump giving away knowledge for free. I could be making money with that. If I knew as much as he did, I'd be making $50,000 a year just on that knowledge. I want to add value. And just by doing that, you get people that reach out to you. I mean, Chris, you could probably testify. You get people to reach out to you that want to work with you and say, hey, I've got this deal. Will you do it with me? And next thing you know, you're JVing with people. And not because that's what you're saying. I've never sat out here. I don't think I could be wrong. We'll have to look back at it, but I don't think I've ever sat back there and said, hey, why don't you reach out to me and let's JV on some deals? That's not the purpose for this, right? But you get the people that say, hey, can you work with me? I got this deal. I got 3 text. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I got 3 text messages 2 hours before we started this show to say, hey, do you work in this area? Do you work in this area? On the Hootie's House Buyers Club, I had Angie reach out to me and say, I got a deal for you in this part of town. So it's just, you bless people, you'll be blessed. And I just want to add value to anybody that's on here, and I'll stay humble and not act like I don't care if I'm the biggest name that ever was born in real estate someday. I'll be humble and just want to help people and work people.
You are a big name. This is the Rich Groves.
I'm going to start my video. What I don't know what you call them, video podcast, whatever. I'm going to start my YouTube channel this in January. So it's just going to be a weekly recorded calls to start off with. So so look for that. But again, it's just going to be adding value, hopefully.
That's right. Value add. And remember, this is my statement for the day. A fool could tell you something you didn't know. A fool.
I actually like that. It's simple but extremely true.
A fool could tell you something you didn't know. They'd be like, hell no, that's a fool. The fool the one be telling everything. No, not sometimes, but
You're right.
But sometimes they have the information you need. So don't disregard somebody because you feel like, oh, they're not at a certain level or they're not this or that. You can learn something from everybody. Elderly people disregard them, because they don't understand technology and all this stuff. They still have wisdom. They still have knowledge and understanding, and they've lived life already. They've already done a lot of things. They've dealt with people. People are the same regardless of the technology. So that's my message for the day. Rich Groves, when is the next meetup for this stream?
Yeah, we're done for the year. We were supposed to do one on the 22nd, but I figured that was probably really too close to Christmas. Let's just stop. So, we'll stop for the year, but we'll start back up in January. I'll make an announcement or whatever when we're going to start them up again and what the format is, but we'll feel it out. But I appreciate everything you've done, Chris, this year and hosting these with me. And I appreciate everybody and anybody who's ever watched on your end or joined us on the Zoom or whatever. It's been an amazing 2020, very rewarding, very fulfilling. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate you. Hopefully everybody has a fantastic holiday season. You enjoy time with your loved ones and have a freaking amazing kickstart to your new year.
And shout out to the replay viewers, even the people watching on replay. Yep. Leave a smart alecky comment in the bottom. Say, hey, I was on a replay, but I agree with that, or that was wrong, or this was right. Let me know that you came through and say what up, yo. All right, so I guess that's going to wrap it up for the evening, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, appreciate all of you as well, and we'll see you on the next one.
That's right.
Which is in a few weeks. Next year, 2021, baby.
Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm glad I was a part of the last show of 2020.
That's right.
You made it, Ayla. You made it all the way up.
Appreciate everybody.
All right.
Wait till the next
Take care, everybody.
Peace to the fams. Wrapping it up. Wrap it up. We ain't even dab it up. So that's how we do it right here. That was the Rich Groves, Ayla, and Demetrius, and some others. So make sure you're on for the next one. If you want to be notified of the next upcoming live stream that you can actually participate in, just like this one, go to stlviplist.com, stlviplist.com, and get added to the email list right there. I love the talking to 25 years or older for insight. Yep, exactly. You're right. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Please give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Give it a share. Don't forget to follow me on all social media outlets at ChrisMonroeSTL. That's Snapchat. That's Twitter. That's Instagram. That's Facebook. That's YouTube. That's TikTok. Hip hop. You don't stop. Rock it to the bang bang. Biggity bop. And if you're listening on the Woke Real Estate Podcast, give us a 5-star rating. Stitcher, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and I think we're on another one. But anywhere you're listening, please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a 5-star rating. We need it. We need it so we can defeat it. So I will catch y'all on the next one. Do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Peace.
And we have And we have Mr. I Stay Woke. And Mr. I Stay.
Find more leads than you can even process. That's multiple listing service. That's the MLS for you real estate agents. Absentee owner information. Find the cash buyers and flippers in any market nationwide. Pull a pre-foreclosure list, and don't forget, you gotta find those comps. Get nationwide access with multiple filters. Powered by PropStream at wokesource.com. Get your 7-day free trial today. wokesource.com. That's wokesource.com.
Get your free real estate joint venture agreement and get notified of upcoming shows. Text JV to 636 330 1444.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match. Not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com. You may have heard the saying, the fortunes are in the follow-up. Now there's a brand new system that is great to help you cold call, text message, drop voicemails, and so much more, all automated. You don't have to remember anything. Just set it and forget it. All you have to do is speak to people. Check it out, wokereply.com. It's a multi-touch marketing campaign where you can schedule to send text, voicemail, email, and even live calls all on autopilot. Check it out today, wokereply.com. That's wokereply.com.